Okay, this is another quick tip on any of your LS base engines. We just went through centering the oil pump. I'm sure there's plenty of videos on that. If there's not, we can make one on that too. But with that, you're going to end up cutting up a bunch of feeler gauges. I like to use 8, so 4 for the rotor and then 4 for the center hub. But we just did that. A topic I don't hear or see talked about is centering the timing cover to make sure your seal, your front balancer seal, is centered and that your front cover is aligned with your oil pan. I just use a straight edge for that across the bottom. Normally the timing cover is going to be a little higher than the block. So you definitely, higher is okay, lower is where you're going to run into a problem because then you're not going to be able to seal because it's going to be kicked out. But if it's a little lower, it'll be alright. But what I do is I leave all these bolts just finger tight, loose, put the balancer on, or at least run the balancer up, and then center the seal on the balancer. When it first starts, you can see which direction it's tighter or looser, up, down, left, right. I center it that way, slowly snug up your bolts, and then check your left to right. That's the process that works best for me, but you absolutely can burn up a seal just putting this cover on and running your balancer in. That's not going to work out. You might get lucky once in a while, but it ain't going to last. And the same deal with your oil pan. This cover is going to move up and down a little bit. You've got to make sure your plane is correct there. Same thing a little bit on your rear seal and your rear cover. You're going to reference your line here on both sides, and the same deal with your rear seal. You do have a little bit of movement there. So not super technical, but you need to reference those things because you absolutely can just go throwing these things together, not have that stuff centered, and your rear main seal burns out in 800 miles. Your front timing cover starts leaking. Your oil pan gasket never sealed correctly. Well, these would be kind of some of the reasons why. Also, where the timing cover meets the oil pan on your bottom edge here, I like to use a little sealer here on both bottom corners of your timing cover, and the same thing where your oil pan gasket meets the timing cover. You're going to want to trim off any excess rubber hanging out and put a little sealer across both those surfaces. We can show that in the next video with installing the oil pan, but just some quick tips. Any questions, we can make another video. I'm just doing this because fresh in my head and I just went through it. Thank you.